All right, so hopefully we can avoid any type of destruction of laptops this episode.
We're gonna get through a whole episode this week. I feel like last episode we was well on our way through a full episode, no problem.
I really thought I had it in the bag, bro. Like I was hopeful, I was optimistic for it, and then sure enough, I found a way to self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage is so hard on yourself.
For the listeners, we gotta fill you in.
We definitely gotta fill you in, and we will fill you in
shortly after this
intro. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new episode of EOD Podcast. End of the Day Podcast. Here. It's your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin Exclusive.
And it's your boy, T-Will.
T-Will Exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah. Thank ya.
Gang's all here, guys. Gang is all here.
Got the drops loaded in on my new laptop.
Ooh, the new laptop.
Let's go.
The new End of the Day Podcast. Happy, man. Happy for you.
Ah, yes. $2,400 later.
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Apple.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
fucking dickheads.
I mean, realistically, the price-wise, though, it wasn't that much more than your older joint, right?
I guess in comparison, not
it's
really,
not,
because my old one was a 16-inch. I downgraded to the 14-inch. I like the compactness.
That's the only reason I looked at the 16. I was like, yo, this shit is big.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a big ass laptop. You was carrying around a 16 inch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big ass laptop to be carrying around.
It really is.
Yo. Yeah, so I guess we should fill them in for people who don't know or who saw the last released episode.
I mean, they saw it happen on camera.
Yeah.
Fucking knocked my mic over, fucking busted my screen, man.
If you didn't, then you just heard the audio and you're wondering why that episode just abruptly ended. T, when moving around, happened to just accidentally knock over his mic, which fell on his screen, which I don't know how, like, I know how, but it seems still like...
It was a freak accident.
It does seem like it wasn't, even with that normally happen, because I feel like that wasn't the first time your mic has fell on your screen. I mean, not fell on your laptop. Like, fell just like down on your...
It definitely might have been the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I say all that to say, my mic is still right next to my laptop.
As it should be? As it should be?
Yeah. Honestly,
but this was insured.
This one is fully insured.
Fully insured.
Lifetime insured.
Yes.
I'm paying annual for the insurance, so as long as I keep paying, keep being insured. Yeah. So I can throw this shit at the wall if I want to.
When I got I'll say this, when I got these, I opted out of the insurance. But when I got this, when I got the laptop, I had it. After multiple incidents with my old laptop, I came to the conclusion never again will I buy a laptop without insurance. Yeah, the laptop I had to. When I got the headphones, I was like, nah, I'm good. I didn't get the insurance on the headphones. I'll
tell you what, bro, those repair prices are hitting. You do not want to have to pay repair on a fucking... Bro, they're trying to charge me to fix the screen at Apple like $1,200.
$1,200 for the screen fix.
For the screen.
At Apple.
Yeah.
And is there any cheaper option?
I mean, go to a third party.
But even then,
I mean, they're still taxing, bro. It's still looking like $600, $700.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I did get...
$600-$700. That's like the lowest you could probably... That's what I was wondering. What is the lowest you could realistically see yourself
I got
paying?
A friend who knows somebody who does it and is willing to do it for like $375.
Oh, okay. That's really good. I was just saying, what's the lowest you can find it, like officially, not like a homie hookup,
right?
Officially, like through an actual
like
store.
600? Like 600 is what we got quoted for, but that's still pretty bad.
Because I feel like the homie hookup's a little different. Because normally they're probably a homie hookup.
Can you hear that?
Is the window open?
Yeah, the window's open. I think there was a plane that flew by.
Should I close it?
We can close it.
All right.
But yeah, man, I'm thankful to be back in action. Thankful to, yeah. All right, we're breaking the fourth wall right now, people.
Yeah.
No, I'm thankful to be back, man. It was
Same.
It was a dark few days that I didn't have a laptop, but I told myself as soon as I broke it, I have to replace this immediately. So went out, got the M2 super speed laptop, bro. I'm exporting this podcast in 20 fucking minutes. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, you enjoying the upgrade?
Oh my God, bro.
Not missing the bar?
I don't know how I did it before, bro. And honestly, even when I'm processing, this computer is so quiet. Super quiet.
That's the one thing that I've not heard using this shit at all is a fan.
Bro, my battery's full charge, and I don't think I'll have to charge it this whole podcast.
Another thing that I also noticed is the battery life on this thing is crazy.
They were telling me like 12 to 13 hours.
Now the battery life is really good.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And I've, to this day, granted, I don't think I've churned out anything or processed anything super crazy, but I've yet to hear a fan as far as this thing like needing to cool off.
Right.
So yeah, nah.
I mean, shout out the new laptop, man.
For sure. They know what they're doing over there. Those custom silicone chips or whatever
Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. They're charging people mad money to get a fucking laptop.
They are.
Fucking bitches. But
anyway. I know, they are charging. It's crazy how much they can charge a motherfucker to get a laptop.
Ridiculous, man.
It's almost saying like, hey, if you want to do this level of work, you got to have this type of money or you can't talk to us. You can't speak to us if you want to do this level of work.
We need to talk about a lot of this shit that happened in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, because we've been away. A lot has happened. We had the Grammys happen while we were away.
We can briefly talk about that because it's a little old at this point.
Yeah, a little old.
Fuck the Grammys.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an award show that no one really cares about. Me personally, the only thing I got a beef with is how they tried. They played Beyonce with.
They did play the fuck out of Beyonce.
I don't like that.
But it's not the first time. So
it's not the first time.
I would just, if I was her, I would just stop showing up. What the fuck?
Well, they weren't. You could tell this last Grammys, they had to do certain things to get certain people to come out. They weren't just getting.
Didn't she break a record or something?
Yeah, for like the most
Grammys ever.
The most nominees?
No, most Grammys Grammy wins ever by one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person who had that record before that was like a composer.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah, so it wasn't even like another artist, like a singer or something like that.
Do we think that if Drake didn't hate the Grammys and submitted his music, that he would surpass Beyonce in that? Because I know that he doesn't submit a lot of his shit.
He doesn't submit anything. He don't fuck with the Grammys. He got beef with the Grammys. I think he would. I think he
would pass her up.
I don't know if he would. I'm not gonna say he would definitely 100% pass her up, but he probably has the best chance of any other artist in existence right now, other than Bad Bunny. I would say he probably has it.
Is my mic working?
It is working.
Or am I just on you? Because
it might be the headphones.
It's probably the headphones because I can't hear myself. Drake, I think, is
swap your headphones out.
No, it's fine. I think Drake is the only person that stands a chance, but I do not think that he would surpass Beyonce.
Not just because of skill. I think, and this is not to knock Beyonce in any way, but I do think there was levels of agenda in making sure Beyonce got that record as well. That's where I think they played it.
But I just feel like if you actually listen to Renaissance, that is an incredible body of work, and I think it deserves all the awards, like personally. So that's why I think that's what pissed me off is that they gave her and broke her the record for the most the top electronic album, but she still lost Album of the Year. Yeah.
When I look at Album of the Year,
who won that?
Harry Styles.
She's granted, I didn't listen to that album, so I can't 100%.
I'm just saying though,
she was the clear.
What?
Whatever you turned up, can you turn it down? It's like screaming.
She was the clear win. Me personally, and that obviously is gonna come off biased. Maybe from us, it might come off a little biased, but when you look at that category, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this next week. I'll come back to it next episode. I'm gonna really listen to the Harry Styles album. I'm gonna check it out just to see if there's something I'm missing on that shit.
I thought Kendrick should have won.
I'm just saying, if you are getting best album of the year, I truly just think that we would hear that album more. Like if they're claiming that it's album of the year, like
it might just be off our radars.
Well, I just feel like album of the year should transcend beyond what you listen to. You know what I mean? Like it should be bigger than anything else.
Me, I'm just a sucker for transitions. That's why I love Beyonce's album so much.
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm just a sucker for that shit. Like how every song, and like I don't know, the rhythm and the beats and all that shit off the album, like it's just a vibe. But also, once again, which gets brought up every fucking time, we don't know who votes. We don't see who votes. We don't know who the people are behind picking the winners. We bring this gets brought up every year. So realistically, whose opinion are we seeing on that stage?
Well, when Beyonce won one of her awards, it pans to like Diplo and he mouths to somebody. They paid for that.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, when Harry Styles was accepting his award, he said something. He was like saying,
"This doesn't happen to people like me."
Yeah, that was some bullshit. But I mean, but he said before he got to that part, he was saying how he's like, "Oh, I admire like all the people that
try to get this shit, but I took it from you."
And then someone screamed. He says, "I admire everyone who I would have get." And then someone screams out Beyonce's name like while he's like doing his acceptance speech. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like,
is that the album that you think should have won album of the year? Is Beyonce's album?
Me personally, I would say Beyonce's album. I liked Kendrick's album. I liked Kendrick's album, but I think just in general for the overall reach, I'm gonna give it to Beyonce because Beyonce's gonna be able to reach all her normal demographic and still fuck with me. Like I'm gonna still catch it and catch a couple bops off of it and be like, oh shit, like this is if you look at that album, there's like 4 songs that are thumbed up from me on my shit. So that's why, like, whereas Kendrick, guaranteed I'm a guaranteed fuck with Kendrick's album. So I can't say that for the non-Kendrick fan that they caught a couple vibes off of. Because Kendrick's album is good, but it's also very particular. I don't think it's as broad as Beyonce's album
was. Because Beyonce's album is just fun. A little
closer to your mic.
My fault.
No, you're good.
Because Beyonce's album is fun and Kendrick's album is thought-provoking and like you feel so much.
That not everybody's
in a different way.
Not everybody wanted that. Not everybody was ready for that. 100%.
Where do we put Drake's album, the dance album, in that conversation?
No, not at all.
Because I remember those came out like around the same time.
Yeah.
Before Drake knew what he was doing, he clearly had some intel and knew that Beyonce was putting out a dance album and made sure that album came out before Beyonce's album because Beyonce would have sat that album down if that album came out before. The only reason why that album, honestly, let's be real, the only reason why Drake's album made any noise is because of the last fucking song on that album.
Yeah.
Jimmy Cooks.
And what came after that, the 21 Drake project. What other song other than that song do you hear off that album? Maybe Sticky. Sticky you might hear a little bit. But other than that, what?
Yeah, it was just a moment.
It was a moment. It was cool. No other rapper really does stuff like that. Drake has the ability to reach out and do that kind of album.
I will say though, like transitioning into a new genre of music like that. I mean, granted, Drake has dance tracks like Passion Fruit and like
he's been doing it.
Yeah, but to do an entire project with that sound, I think he did above average for an artist.
I would agree.
Oh, he did. I
agree. 100%.
He showed up in that lane as Drake.
I would agree. The only person, honestly, that I would potentially hear out and say could perform better in that space than Drake right now is Uzi. Tyler, Cardi, maybe in just a alternative space, not necessarily dance, but just you're a rapper.
Cardi out of that hand,
dude. Whole Lot of Red is not.
It's not dance music.
It's not. No, I'm saying that's why I said alternative. When I say you have your rapper A.
Oh wait, so what's
and they are doing music that is not what
they normally do.
In the rap space, because I think other spaces get that. Other spaces.
A Lot of Red. Are you considering that?
That shit is not just normal rap, nigga. That shit is not rap at all. Like normal run of the mill rap.
Have you listened to that album, Kristen?
Which one?
Whole Lot of Red.
Whole Lot of Red.
No.
Okay.
I would say go check it out, listen to it, and put yourself in a normal. All right, I'm just
it's like a heavier metal.
It's heavy metal, 100%.
Heavy metal rap.
Yeah, heavy metal rap. Which up to this point, the youth has not really been exposed to. And Cardi was really the first one to really show him what's up.
Are you putting Sheck West in that category?
Yes, but unfortunately, he didn't bring a vibe. He brought a track.
For you to say that just shows me that you don't listen to Sheck West.
Bro, what other songs are you hearing regularly being played other than Mo Bamba?
I'm not talking about regularly being played, but Sheck West is still continually putting out. Definitely, like he's got his own type of. I don't know, style, I guess you would call it, but like. Everything that he puts out feels consistent. Like he has a consistent image that he.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't hear enough. I don't listen enough to Sheck West. He does not get promoted enough at all.
Have you heard that song "Been Ballin'"? I've been ballin'.
Maybe how old is it?
I think it came out last year. He's got that, and then he's got this new song, and the video is hard, bro.
How old is the new song?
They shot this shit in fucking the night vision camera. Mm-hmm. So the whole video's in night vision.
Oh, I love a good night vision.
It just looks fucking cool. We should choose some night vision shit.
I love night vision stuff.
Night vision shit was...
Yeah, night vision is top tier.
Let me take a look. Sheck West. For Pain.
But that's the thing, though. Sheck West definitely does not get promoted enough. He's not a mainstream artist at all.
Because he, aside from that one project... hasn't really had another he hasn't had another project since. He just dropped singles,
and I think
it's harder for artists to like become exposed if they're only dropping singles. Like you have to drop a project for people really to.
I think also the issue is that sometimes when you come out with such a big smash song, that expectation gets put in place that your next song is supposed to be another hot nigga. You know, that's why everything that Bobby Shmurda does after Hot Nigga seems like an L. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not hitting Hot Nigga.
But I hear you. But like Sheck West, if you listen to him, like he's definitely like, it may not be what Mo Bamba was for the culture, but like the shit sounds good and it still feels like he's keeping the same energy.
If that's the case, then I'll check for it. But if it's once again, what you said is true. If I'm only getting like a couple songs, then yeah, that's still not enough. Like I said, A Whole Lot of Red is a whole project that he was able to create a tour around and tour after. And honestly, I want to get off Cardi because he's gotten into trouble in this. As far as I could tell, I don't know what happened.
Oh, I saw that headline. It was fucking crazy.
So he's no good. I was just using him as an example as far as just like us talking about artists putting out something adjacent from what they normally do, and that's what Drake did with honestly, never mind. I think that's what Beyonce did with her project, and that's why I think it deserved Album of the Year. That was one of the biggest things, is because she was stepping out of that space of what she...
What about Lizzo, though? I would put her in the...
I actually listened. I didn't finish her project, but I did listen to her project, and I didn't realize she could sing as good as...
Bro, that album was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I didn't know she was like a singer like that, high key. Like,
she's a star.
Nah, for real.
I remember being really surprised by that project, and like that came out last year. There were definitely some contenders for Album of the Year that I think maybe the Grammys didn't touch on, and I get it. It's like a...
Was she in for Album of the Year? It was her. It was...
I don't know.
Let's see. Grammys. And we'll get off this soon. Just...
Yeah.
This is because it's old. But Album of the Year...
Who was in there?
Let's see. Shit. Let me find this shit.
It doesn't really fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
Should we just get off the Grammys?
Would love to.
Album of the Year was Harry Styles' Voyage.
No one cares.
Third, yeah. None of these people. The only people I cared about was... Yo, honestly, real talk, the only people I cared about, Mary J. Blige was in that shit. Whoa. For her to still be actually in that shit, I gotta check that album out.
Yeah, no, I might have to check that out. But that just seems like, what if she just put out the bag to be on this? Like, was it really that good? I never heard about.
No, she performed at the Grammys, and her performance was amazing.
All right, I'll check it.
Her voice is legit.
What's her album called?
It was called Good Morning Gorgeous.
Good Morning Gorgeous. Let's check it out.
Well, I'm gonna check that one out.
All right.
And Lizzo's album wasn't that shit. And you said you fucked with Lizzo's album?
I did. Oh, it was in there. It was in there.
It was in there. Special? Okay. Yeah, no, it was in there.
At least they got that one.
Her Grammy performance was pretty cool too. I liked her Grammy. I
watched her documentary. So good, so pure.
I seen that she had a documentary.
It's really good
on streaming.
I think Lizzo's one of the best people on the planet.
I'll have to check.
We're blessed, and we're blessed that someone is just like singing nice, beautiful music that it like. What the message is good.
Well, what is the issue? All right, so what is the issue with that? That's what I don't understand. I understand. All right, if it's not you, that's fine. Because I'm the first person to say, yo, that's definitely not gonna be the first type of music or songs that I listen to is like super positive music. It's weird, yes. It's probably something that
you like some negativity shit.
I'm listening to some hood shit. I'm listening to some fucking gangster music. I'm listening to some fucking like niggas selling drugs or coming from the streets and shit like that. Yeah,
isn't that interesting? How
it is
because you don't like move around in the streets like this.
Definitely not anymore. When I was younger, yeah, for sure. I did move in a way that was more conducive to that music.
Yeah.
Sin 100%.
But there's no need to anymore. At all.
You hung the hat up.
Hung the hat up for sure.
Strung the jersey.
But there's plenty of people who still also listen to that music who've never touched a lick of that lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, and you also not only people listening to that music, but there's also people making that music that have never lived that lifestyle.
100%.
Try to
successfully.
Okay.
Success and it fucking slaps.
So then yes.
Like why do we like that as a
so if you listen to Lizzo's Grammy winning speech when she won her Grammy for I think the single or whatever.
Yeah,
but she talks about like and I do wonder like, all right, yeah, it's not for me, but why? Because it does seem like people do have a problem with the positive music.
People call it corny. I think it's like just the go-to.
Remember how much people hated on God's Plan?
People were so mad that he filmed giving money away.
Well, people say that about Mr. Beast when he
yeah.
Because people are always gonna have it. People are always gonna hate. If you don't give them any money, they're always gonna hate on you giving other people money. and filming it and making content off of it.
Can you make like a very intense song but just have it be super positive?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And what do you mean intense song but super positive? Like Nardo Wick level like shit, but like we're talking about positivity.
What makes that music so crazy?
No, that's what
it's just like.
That's somewhat. If Nardo Wick is at home right now and listening to EOD podcast, he needs to do that. He needs to come out with that fucking Lil Durk featured type song, but make it mad positive.
Is that how Larry June is too?
Well, see, the thing about Larry June though is
vibe.
It could, because a lot of that music comes off stonery.
Oh, so you wanted the you
Nah, it needs to be like, yo, like, I'm gonna spin the block and give you flowers.
I mean, hey, it's never too
I'm gonna spin the block and offer you a ride. Like,
what if that's like your future is just like positive rap? Well, I mean, I am a firm believer in like manifestation, or what you say is like what becomes your reality. Like what you think becomes your reality. So if you're like constantly singing fucked up stuff, like you can't be surprised when some fucked up shit happens, or like you like energetically you're like at this level.
I mean, I feel like regardless if you believe that or not, if you do listen to negative music all the time, there's no way that it's just not going to have an effect on you, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it will have an effect also when negative things happen to you, the way you react to them because of what you listen to.
I just think that if I'm listening to Nuck If You Buck in my car over and over, or like I'm gonna argue with people.
Well, see, but
throughout the day, like though, I'm just gonna feel like I'm ready to just.
That's the thing, though. Like with Nuck If You Buck, the essence of that song, I think, trends more towards like pop, not necessarily positive, but like you're not settling, you're not laying down, you're fighting, you're
I watched a full-on brawl get started to this song.
There's verses in that song, but I'm saying this is general, the essence of it, because we
Nuck If You Buck is like a fighting.
The only reason I say that is because we come from a demographic of people who don't always have things that go in our favor, so we don't have the privilege to just live life always just happy, and we gotta fight. We gotta.
I mean, yeah, that's probably why that music does
100%
continue.
So that's why
people actually do.
But I'm not gonna lie. There's still the spin the block music. That, all right, why are we killing our own people in those songs?
100%.
So there's that side that I still listen to, and not necessarily promote, but people still listen to. So I think there's a balance of like, when I look at listen to Nuck If You Buck, I would say Nuck If You Buck is more of like I could use that as a song I'm coming out to when I want to stand tall.
Just like on some energy type
shit. Whereas I don't need to come out to, I don't want to name any artists right now because I don't want to, but just coming out to a more negative,
I just think it was
old block spin the type song, you know, like.
It's funny though when you have like artists like 21 Savage say, you know, we got to stop doing this to our own people and promoting this in our music, but he's talking about hitting with a stick, and like
he's I feel like he's said that though, like he's said like how he's talked about the contradiction in rap, and it is a contradiction, honestly, but
it's kind of crazy to acknowledge it and like know that you're just contributing to.
My issue be that it's hard to escape most contradictions. Everyone's living one contradiction or another in some way, shape, or form.
I had this conversation with somebody else. It's really like you get into this cycle of like the chicken or the egg, like which came first, like how do you stop it? But nobody is able to put their feet down, and like everyone has to stop. We have to like both take accountability for like what's happening, this exchange, you know what I mean? Like I think like for me, me and my girlfriend were having a conversation about like men and women, and like men over sexualize women endlessly, and then women over sexualize themselves for profit or just because they feel free, and then like men look at us like, well, you are showing us your titties, so like obviously I'm gonna look. And women are like, you know, but there's no like how do you get some? But because it's also like, how would the woman stop it? Like, we just have to stop. No matter what, somebody has to be the one to carry like the weight of it.
Because
women have to deal with the repercussions of like stopping.
Because think about it. Back in the day when women used to like wear the like full like thing, dudes were worse back then.
I think
I don't know. We don't know.
Well, as far as like they're like they were still crazy horny, like, but all it took was you showing your ankle and the nigga's probably going fucking crazy.
I think at the end of the day, we're fucking animals. Like,
yes, because even what she was just talking about, it was just like bringing me back, like, yo, we are instinctively. She's talking about instinct. We're animals.
Yeah, it's human instinct.
We just developed, our brains just developed more than a fucking.
But I also think that there are other countries that women have their breast out and men are able to like live with them and not just like stare at their tits. But it's also not like in this society that we live in, we want to like put our tits up and push them together and like have them hanging out of our dress because that's like what looks good.
And I think that's what looks good, but sex sells and like
sex sells.
We've
exactly,
you know, like,
but it's like, okay, sex sells.
We've created a society that's desensitized to a lot of this stuff, and it's like, yes, like women are exploited. And I think that, you know, it's like you're saying, it's a never ending cycle because like
men created it.
I wouldn't even
but okay, realistically, like
because like
yes, just agree to that, you guys. That's outrageous.
But like, okay, well, I'll say that, but I'm thinking that like even before, like, where did women become sexualized? Was it in advertisement? And if so, it's like even before advertisements, like as cave people.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say men. I wouldn't say men created it. I would say gender created it. Like that's something that like life was embedded from jump.
I would just say
men were always. I feel like men were always.
Women were not allowed to have jobs, and so like. You have to realize that when you take away from people and what they have left is like what they're going to use to profit. So like starting like brothels in the first place, right? Moving forward, now we have what we have. It's like you strip away people from what they can have, and this is what we have, and then this is what we have. So it's like who is going to stop?
So would you put it on the past of like women not having jobs?
I mean, I'm sure like everything is rooted in something, right? Like.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I believe that there is a way to be animals and like respect each other and not just be like sucking on titties endlessly or like wanting that or like just like that's all you think about, where like you see fucking animals like they get it in and they're chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the way that we consume sex and pornography, not porn, but like imagery, like all of it is like
sexual content,
like that's cool, like whatever, that's the world we live in. But it's like it's kind of crazy to think that that's like what runs everything.
I think it's honestly a capitalist thing.
Oh, of course,
people just
it's money in that
seeing
shit.
Money in things and capitalizing on it.
Oh, for sure.
Like, and I think that as you know, as Americans, we have the most capitalism in our lives compared to other societies that maybe not. It's not as. That's why I feel like if you go to foreign places, it's really not like it is in the U.S. I feel like people in the U.S. have so much of it coming at them all the time that it's, as a society, we just fucking.
What's specifically coming at them? I think just like
explicit things.
Yeah.
You know, like violence, like, you know, now we have TikTok spreading shit, and it's like you get violence, you get sex. Like, these are just things that are constantly pumped into our lives because we live in a capitalist country. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's definitely a dollar in everything that, you know, you see.
Basically, nothing is happening unless somebody's making money.
Well, of course.
What is the point of anything?
There's very few free things getting put in front of you.
Yeah.
You know,
if anything.
Yeah, if anything.
I don't think anything's free.
Nowadays, nah. It's all, you know, definitely.
Think about how much money you have to spend just to live your life and pay your bills.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Work 5 days a week to pay your bills, to never be home.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? No, I'm not going to talk about it now. I was going to get into a movie. It's not worth it. But let's get on to something else.
Yeah, let's get on to something else. So,
wait, we got to talk about the UFOs.
That's what I was going to talk about too. But, we're using quotation marks and anytime we say UFOs in this episode, imagine quotation marks around those.
My thing is,
because
UFOs is such a broad statement.
I know.
What are we gonna do?
The way the government's so smart.
Love using that shit.
Nah, the government's just mad smart because they were getting tired of answering about UFOs, so they just changed the definition of UFOs essentially. So now UFOs is just something in the sky that we just don't know.
Something in the sky and I don't know what it is. That's a UFO.
UFO essentially. It ain't gotta be an alien. Is it an alien? Nah, they ain't gonna tell you that. But I mean, so what? They shot down a weather balloon.
Apparently, they were shooting down other stuff too, like, but in other countries.
But how do you know what is like real and what is fake? Because all the information we're getting is from the internet, and I'm just so conflicted with all of it because I will straight up spiral out of control. So I need to know what's happening. Listen. This train exploded in Ohio. I was fucking spiraling.
Yo, the train things are bugging me out.
I spent the whole morning calling the EPA. I called like 5 different water people treatment.
The train things are bugging me out too. Those
air quality places. All I could say is what the information.
Well, they're not even really releasing the information about. All right, to catch people up for who are at home listening right now or watching. First, there was a weather balloon that was flying over America. We shot it down. Then there was another one.
Chinese government was pissed.
Chinese government was pissed, right?
Because it was theirs.
Then there was another one that we shot down. Turned out it wasn't a weather balloon, and we didn't know what it was. And then I guess there's a bunch of them now that's just randomly flying over America. All right. If you want to believe there's aliens.
I don't know what's real.
But this train derailment, there's 2 that happened within the last 10 days, apparently. One happened in Ohio, and it had a bunch of crazy ass chemicals on it. And they had to do a burn.
A controlled burn. It was like burn.
Just released it all into the sky.
They released it all into the sky, burned the chemicals.
Okay, so I talked to...
And you couldn't find... I don't know if you can. You still might not be able to find out a list of all the chemicals that were on the.
There is a list that they put out.
The list.
Then they tell you like of all the trains that were involved in it, like what was damaged to them, what happened. Some of them had leaked out into the ground.
I'm sure.
So I talked to a lady from the EPA, and she told me that basically they were digging up all the soil, getting rid of it, and that they're testing the water, and that this is like. They burned it because it would dissipate into the air. Yeah. So basically, like, get diluted into the sky. But all the fucking fish died in the river.
Oh, so that's true. All the fish did die.
Yeah, and I asked her, I was like, so what about, like, you're telling me the water's safe, but, like, what about the fish in the water? And she's just said that like, it's testing clear so far or whatever. And then they stopped testing the air quality because they said there had been undetectable rates or, like, quality of air or whatever.
Like the air was good, that's why they stopped testing?
Yeah, I guess.
It's crazy though that because you have people legit getting arrested for like being in the area. Some news reporter got arrested.
I believe he got arrested for trespassing, but trespassing is fucking sketchy.
Going to the area that they did the control burn at? Because you're not supposed to go down there, right?
I don't know exactly where he was, but that was like the...
Because I know they were saying if you stayed in that area, they would arrest you and take you away. They wouldn't let you... You had to leave the area.
Yeah, they said that they would arrest you for like messing with a...
Yeah,
like an emergency, whatever.
Which is... That's just crazy. Like,
yeah, I mean, people came home and their dogs were dead, their chickens were dead, their livestock was dead.
That's crazy.
And then it was like, so that water source pours into the Ohio River, and then the Ohio River pours into the Mississippi River, and it's like all of this shit.
That shit is really crazy.
But damn. I mean, supposedly it's like not enough to supposedly, right? Like this is the fucked up part is like I talked to all these people just to like ground myself, and then I'm like, okay, but these motherfuckers could just be lying to us.
Well, you want to hope the checks and balances that are put in place will be there to let you know. But at the same time, whenever you watch movies and shit, like they always make it seem like the government is not gonna tell you when shit's really about to pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they gotta protect their own neck. So if
we've seen Chernobyl. It's hard to not imagine.
Oh yeah, Chernobyl was crazy. Yeah,
I mean, look at COVID. Like this is like just happened.
Yeah.
Like it was handled like total shit. Could have been, if it was handled like crazy lockdown, like maybe we would have survived. More people.
They probably killed all the birds too.
I wonder. Yeah, the controlled burn is crazy to do. That's like a crazy ass thing to do.
Can you imagine
waking up and telling your missus, all right, we're about to light this shit on. We're gonna blow this shit up today.
And then people were saying
that shit looked crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flame looked wild.
That shit looked insane.
Yeah.
That was like
the whole town is not
black and like.
He did tell me that the town, like I could go to the water center in the town, that like some church or whatever, that they were having bottled water for everybody because you're not supposed to drink the water. And if you have like a well, like groundwater, like a well water situation, then you definitely.
But you got to shower in it.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be showering probably.
No one can shower. Jesus Christ, bro.
I mean, it's your biggest organ, you know.
And I was reading that really it's a bigger issue. These things just be bigger issues because the railroad workers are overworked and low staffed, which is why accidents are even happening.
Yeah, I also heard that it was because they had like signed shitty lobby deals to like make the laws less strict on like, you know, if you have like all this toxic chemicals coming through the town, like what's your how are you going to handle this?
It's pretty easy to just like get
like
paperwork.
Safety of the track, safety of like all of it,
all that shit. Yeah,
that shit's about to change.
Maybe. I mean, you know, probably things like that do change, but people use it as ways to get elected. You know, they run for office and say, hey, I'm going to change this and bring up the problem. When a couple years ago, they changed it to make it, you know, more affordable. I don't know. It's just seems like a non-ending circle of just fuckery that just happens with the environment.
We just have shitty people in government constantly.
It seems like I mean, honestly, like it's not a job that I would want.
Hell no. I don't think it's a job that one person should do.
Well, it's not, but
they have a team.
They do, but it seems like the checks and balances that are put in place, it's really hard for anyone to get anything done because no one can agree on anything. Everybody's opinions are so different. Even within,
because everybody's ruled by something else.
Even within Democrats and then within Republicans themselves, they can't agree with each other for most things. So trying to get things done on a major scale is just so hard that I'm surprised we've gotten this far, honestly.
I just don't understand how hard it could be to really be a business person and a good person at the same time. Like, yeah, we all need money. It's what's going to make us all go around and pay for healthcare and shit. But
everyone's got their idea of what is the best thing to do. And it's like different parties, you know, care about different things.
Yeah.
And, you know, a mega rich person isn't going to always agree with like what a middle class person thinks.
Well, because we don't believe it. We don't think as a collective. We think as like ourselves, because that's the American dream.
Of course.
That's fair.
So it's like we are never going to...
My idea got
like for me, the best idea is what's going to be for all of us together, because we are in this together. And if we can't figure out a way to like get along and do the shit,
that's not how the average person is like, hey, I want my idea to fucking get us here.
I want everyone to be on a jet ski in the summer. Like whatever we have to do so that we can all have healthcare and like be chill.
I'd be down for a jet ski.
I feel, here's the thing. I feel like the average person might want everyone to be on a jet ski, but they want to be the reason why everyone's on the jet ski. We're all here because of me. You know, nowadays I feel like let's all. They want their team to win, but they want it because of their shit that they did. You know, and it's just like when you have a room full of those people, and they've all been voted into that space by their state or city. You want them all to agree on some shit? Come on now. That's why weed is illegal in fucking some states and legal in other. Like America, that's what I said. It's surprising how far we've gotten, but the shit don't make no sense a lot of times when you think about some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what? Like, I don't know.
It's the price of living in America, man.
It'd be worse in other countries. So I'm glad. That's what I'm saying. We got far, but you know,
it's all a different hell. Like, not to say that like this life that we're living so privileged is like, you know, not as good, but so much better. But I mean, it's just crazy. Like,
we need a common enemy, like an alien.
Yeah.
Then we're like, yo, fuck that. We gotta unite and kill fucking the Klingons.
You know what the fit would be to go fight them is we throw on the big red boots and go fight the aliens.
Oh my god!
I feel like I
can't wait till those big red boots are no longer on my fucking timeline.
I'm so sick of it.
Oh my! Have you seen them? You've seen them in person?
I haven't seen them in person.
Really? I would figure you would have taken photos.
I saw Coily Ray.
I'd seen Coily Ray in them. She looked like a cartoon character. I guess she looked like how they were. No, she looked like how they are supposed to look. Essentially, they're cartoon character shoes. Like, they make you look like a cartoon character.
Truly.
So like, it's smart. I definitely dig the idea. It's just I just been seeing them too much on my fucking timeline. Like,
$350 is wild for those things.
I mean, they probably are pretty expensive.
$350.
Like to just like produce. I mean,
no, bro.
I would have maybe not. I don't know.
I doubt it.
They're big.
You have to cut them off if you have big legs.
Yeah. I'm low topping them. I'm making a low top, so those if I was to get them.
I seen people cut them down the side.
Astro Boy boots. Bro.
The Astro Boy boots, yeah.
So
no, but I seen the low tops and they looked like
Bottegas?
Cause. Oh. They look like Cause because it still had the big. So it looked like it was like a Cause foot.
I love them.
I don't hate them.
I like seeing them. I'm happy they're everywhere.
I don't hate them.
I would not wear them.
That's the thing. I wouldn't wear them.
But I love to see them on people.
Yeah, they're cool.
Kristen, you'd wear them.
I would wear them if my legs were smaller. If I had little peg legs.
I know my foot. I seen the homie get his leg stuck in there, and I was like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah. So, and then I seen another guy had to literally. He said that he started just cutting them off. Like he cut a slit down the back because he's like, I was not about to end up at the hospital. Like I can't get these shoes off.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's insane. But I think they're cool.
As far as the packaging, because I watched a video of a dude unboxing them and shit. The packaging is huge.
Just like as big as a body almost.
I feel like if you get those, you just put them somewhere on display. You don't wear them.
Nah, and I think you're gonna be surprised how many people are either wearing them or reselling them because the resale prices are crazy. I hope
not to see people wearing these outside.
You will see them, for sure. Because I've seen people wear almost every other Mischief shoe. I've seen people wear the wavy Vans.
I like the wavy Air Force. That one's hard.
That one's cool. It's Air Force, but the wavy Vans I've seen people wearing.
Seen the wavy Wave Runner?
They did it. They did one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that one. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. They did it. They did one that looked like a 700 Wave Runner.
Yeah.
And it was wavy like that. No, I never seen that one. I seen the wavy Vans. I seen what else they do? I seen their devil shoes. I seen their angel shoes. What else did they do? But yeah, no, I mean, I can't hate on them, honestly.
Oh wait!
If only they had real rockets in them.
Maybe those were fake. I swear I seen them on display.
If only they had real rockets in them.
Wait, which ones? Oh, the wavy Vans though look like you could really fucking hurt yourself.
Well, anyone that I've asked, because I've seen people wearing them on Fairfax, they said they were incredibly uncomfortable.
I feel like it would be bad for your spine.
Because they said that the shoe itself inside wasn't wavy like that. It was leveled off, but they said the shoes just were uncomfortable.
Oops, that's my bad. Yeah, they look cool, but nah.
Definitely look cool. I would agree.
They look cool.
And that's the same thing with these ones. I think it's a great. Honestly, I hope they do it with more anime shoes. I like that look. That's what I'll say. Yeah. It's smart because they took just shoes that an anime character would wear and just made a shoe out of it. Which honestly, Nike should have been done this.
Right. Oh wait, no, I did find they did do a Wave Runner.
That looks crazy.
You put it in chat.
I'll put it in the doc up here at the top. But yeah, bro. Are there any other fashion things? Let's see.
Oh shit, they did. Oh shit.
Yeah, you see them. Speaking of Wave Runners, bro. Damn, actually, the Adidas Superstar is kind of hard. Fuck with that. The
Which
fact
one?
that they put it on this wavy shelf is fucking me up too.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the Reebok, bro?
Cool.
The Shacosis?
Yeah.
Nah, I fuck with that.
But these do not look like you would want to wear them.
Nah. They look more like an art piece.
The Converse is kind of mid.
Yeah. But just in general, I fuck with the energy from any company just trying to do something that people...
Different
that people fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing different shit.
They had. I looked at a couple of their things. They did the
Blood and Jesus shoe.
The Blood and Jesus shoe. But just in general, the company did... they released... all right, so they released this box, right? That if you buy it, it's the mystery box. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
And what would you do though? Are you opening it?
But what's in it?
That's the thing. There's a bunch of different things that could potentially be in this box. One was like a Tesla, a free Tesla, a Cybertruck. Tesla. One was a Bitcoin, a full Bitcoin, which is like what, like $43,000.
What?
One was like it was different things that ranged in value from as low as 1 cent to $250,000. You buy this mystery box and you hang on to it, and if you hang on to it for 1,000 days, you can sell it back to them for $1,000, or you can open the mystery box and get whatever your mystery is inside, which could be any of those things.
So you can't take it back if you open it.
Yeah, no, you can't take it back if you open it. But at the same time,
it could be something stupid though, right?
It could be. Yeah, they had like some stupid things that pretty much would have made you be like, oh fuck.
And it cost $1,000?
No, it only cost, I think it was $100. So essentially it was a $900 profit.
I'd probably just take the money.
You would hold it for the I think it was 100 days and
yeah,
1,000. Oh yeah,
1,000 days. Either way, I would hold that shit and take it back. Are you kidding me?
Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, it was $100.
Because how many winning tickets, bro, are they really giving out?
And you had to hold the box for 100 days.
Unless I saw...
And you got 1K back.
Unless I saw a ton of people taking dubs, then I would...
So the item list was Popeye's Postmates for 25 years. Ooh, that's a good one.
Damn. No, it's not.
Popeyes and Postmates for 25 years. A Rolex watch. New drone. DJI Mavic drone. A full government bond. AirPods. Beanie Baby.
Beanie Baby?
Yeah.
That's a wild one.
A Switch. A Charizard.
What?
Card. Which you have, right? You have one.
How much did you have to pay for the box?
It was $100. You hold it for 100 days and you made...
a Beanie Baby? I'm hot.
It's the...
What else is there?
Hanes underwear. A lottery ticket.
Oh my god.
Piece of gum.
Nah, bro.
Google Glass.
Nah.
Travis Scott Jordan 6s.
I'm for sure taking
Louis Vuitton pumps.
Are you taking the money? Nah, the range is crazy, bro. A piece of gum? No, bro.
A piece of gum?
I'm actually not doing that.
I mean, I guess if you post it, you could just hope that like this goes viral for you.
The content would,
and then maybe you get like some
I'll say this:
followers.
if I was to open it, I'd open it within the first 5 days, maybe, just because after that it wouldn't financially make any sense. I'd have to open it. I'd have to open it as cheap as it possibly can, because
that just seems fucking crazy to me, bro. I don't think
a piece of gum.
Yeah, bro. A piece of gum or a fucking stuffed animal.
Louis Vuitton bag.
Nah, the range is too crazy, bro. How many people got lottery tickets? I guarantee you a lot.
Let me see the lottery tickets.
Is there like units?
0.1% chance of a lottery ticket. 2% chance of a Beanie Baby.
What's the highest chance?
Let me see. There's more.
Nah, bro. Fuck that.
I think it's like 2%. Oh, you missed your shirt. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'd have to. I think it backfired on the company, honestly.
They probably
because most people held it and just wanted the money.
I mean, either way, you're taking an L. You're giving away a Tesla.
Well, that's the thing. No, maybe not, because no one fucking opened it and everyone just fucking held on to it.
Damn, I wish
and was just like, fuck that shit.
Free money right there.
Free money, essentially. I'll just hold on to this box for 100 days and I get $900.
That's tight.
And all I got to do is send it back to you? Yeah. Most people, I think it backfired on the company, as far as I could tell.
Did you guys look at that video I sent of the new Google map? That shit looks crazy, bro.
Hold on, no. What video did you send me?
The new Google map literally has like, you can go inside of places and it'll like generate from photos like
like the location, like it'll generate like the inside.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And like, no, you have to watch it. It's actually crazy.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's about damn time.
But so like,
it's about damn time.
Like, bro, this is the beginning, man. If we're able to generate these environments perfectly, like, what's to stop us from just going there and being in the room?
All we need is the VR headset.
All we need is the capability, you know. If they can generate it and then we can walk around in there and it's just like, oh, let's just go like scout this venue, and we just walk through it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
I mean, I'm sure there's levels of it that is happening now. There's people who are...
Is that teleportation?
Almost. If you're not physically there, I don't think it can be considered teleportation.
Okay.
But
it's close.
It's close. Or no, I mean... I think there's a level of teleportation in there. It's teleporting your mind.
Because if they could do anything... Because they're not doing someone's house. Like, I can't teleport into your room.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That would be crazy.
If a nigga just be in here right now.
Just watching the pod live. Freaky.
Just using Google Street View. That would be crazy. What would be cool though is if the room would notify you of people who are in the space using Street View.
Nah, it feels like a ghost, bro. That's freaky.
Nah, of course. No, you need to see that.
Wow. What if we get there one day?
Harry Potter shit. That little map he had.
Man.
What they had to show the people walking around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that map was cool as fuck.
That shit's hard.
Have you played, speaking of Harry Potter, have you played the new Harry Potter game?
No, but I keep hearing about it.
Hogwarts.
Have you
Hogwarts? No, I have not. It's called Hogwarts Legacy or something like that.
Are you buying that?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Why do you don't fuck with it?
Is it online?
No, it is not online, but that's only just because it's just not online right now. It'll be online soon.
You can't say that.
Yeah,
Did they say that?
It's definitely in the works. It's in the works.
You know that?
Yeah, that it's the same thing that like happened with like when Grand Theft Auto first came out. I was like, oh yeah, like we want to do it. It's
No
just
way.
yeah. It's not hard. It wouldn't be hard to do online with this game. I think it's just more or less creating the content. Because with online games, you got to keep making content for. Someone already made a bootleg online version of the game, but you have to have it for PC, essentially.
Yeah, I was trying to find out if it was fucking multiplayer.
It's not right now.
But
it's not.
They say that it's coming, but
yeah,
there's a catch, and I don't know the fucking article.
Yeah, no, the right now you can. The catch right now is you got to be a part of homies Discord, and there's mad loops you got to jump through right now.
Yeah, I don't love Hogwarts that much.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Y'all even fuck with it at all?
I like it. Yeah.
Do you fuck with Kristen? You fuck with Harry Potter?
Yeah, I fuck with Harry Potter.
And T, you?
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I grew up with that. My mom used to also. She would read us Harry Potter when I was a kid, and also Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, Chronicles of Narnia.
The movies of that though aren't as good as the books. I feel like
the movies. How many was it? Was there a trilogy of Chronicles of Narnia?
No, it's way more than 3. It's like 6, or like 4 or 5
of Narnia.
But they've only made I think 2 or 3 movies.
Oh yeah, it was the Chronicles of Narnia, and then Chronicles of Narnia. Oh, okay, yeah.
How many are there?
3
books.
Movies.
Yeah, there's more books.
Yeah, 3 movies.
Let me see. How many?
No, this one's not out yet. I don't think. Is this out? Maybe 4 movies.
Yeah, but oh shit, there's 8 books, bro. So they got plenty of time to make some more movies. Damn, the first one came out in fucking 1950, or 1950. Wow.
That's when did you read that shit, Kristen?
No.
What was your shit when you was in like? Was it Twilight? You weren't in Twilight.
No, definitely not. No.
What was your like cringe high school like?
I don't think I had one.
Yes, you did. Stop lying.
Juno.
Oh, you fucked with Juno.
I like the music. Yeah, Kimmy Dawson. Like that was my shit.
That was a movie, right?
The Moldy Peaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Juno.
Superbad? That was my favorite.
Superbad. I was heavy.
What else was happening in high school? I don't even know.
I don't remember either.
Shrek. No, I'm just kidding.
Shrek.
And I saw her face.
Just that
Surely.
dude.
An American.
Who was Shrek? Fucking. What's
Fiona?
the actor?
I have no idea.
The white dude who did
Austin Powers?
Yeah, Austin Powers.
Michael
Myers? Yeah, what happened to that motherfucker? Where the fuck is Michael Myers at, dog?
Where's the next?
I feel like I haven't seen him in anything. Like, I feel like those dudes kind of disappeared.
Yeah. I said, time for some new people.
Yeah.
New faces.
Did you guys watch You People?
I'm dead. It's Michael Myers, the fucking horror guy. When I typed in "Where's Michael Myers," it's not.
It's Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. There we go. But it is Michael. His name is Michael Myers, obviously. But
it says he's living a quiet life in New York.
Just cooling. Yeah, he's probably just got the fam and just chilling off of the Austin Powers bread.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's 58 now.
It's with
Bill and Ted. Damn.
Yeah, he did Bill and Ted. That shit was fucking classic. No, You People was the one with Jonah Hill.
Oh yeah, we seen that.
What'd you think?
It was mid.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely mid.
Yeah.
Very Honestly, Eddie Murphy's character was so annoying to me.
Well, I didn't like how they made him like not like. Why did they have to make him like that though? Like that. Like it seemed weird that he was like, just because he was Muslim, he had to be unpleasant to be around
and super like
Like why did he have to be like that? Like I feel like he could still be like that kind of like person in essence, like still be a pro-black person, but he could have been funny and like or just fun to be around, or like why did they have to make him just like this crazy
the
ass
worst person ever?
Because like granted Elaine's character, I know her name's not Elaine, but
like she was still trying to be nice.
She was still trying to be nice. She was still trying to be friendly.
Just made him be the total asshole.
And she just didn't know what she was just being stupid.
Yeah.
But him, he had to be, just because he's a black dude and he's Muslim and his name's like Akbar or whatever or something like that. Like he had to be just like the super unpleasant like dude to be around. I was just like, what? All right, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was really weird.
But
and then the ending was so whack. How they just like confronted their parents at the end.
They confronted the parents and then run up. Like they say it's not gonna work, right? And then
Eddie Murphy brings them together.
Eddie Murphy and
That shit was so corny, bro. It was so corny. That was I don't
think anybody really was like gagged over it.
That shit was horrible writing. I'm not gonna hold you.
Well, that's what his
friend was funny in the movie.
The friend was funny.
That was the best part.
Like,
Julia Louis.
I would have thought that.
Driver
I don't know if Jonah had any involvement with the writing there.
Well, that's the thing. It seemed from the previews prior. The reason I even watched the movie was because of the preview, and
they gassed it up. It looked like it was gonna.
And it's got Lauren London in it. Like we want to love her.
I fuck with Lauren London too, but they definitely made it seem like Eddie Murphy was in this movie way more than he actually was in the previews of the movie. That. I thought he was actually a part of the movie more than just Laura London's. I didn't know that from the trailer that it was. If you watch the trailer, you'll see it's like they made it seem like it was like a Jonah. They made it seem like it was a Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy movie.
I feel you. And honestly, bro, it was just a remake of. Honestly, I would compare it to Meet the Fockers.
The Fockers. I haven't seen that shit in mad long.
With Ben Stiller and.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
Stupid ass name.
That shit was way funnier though.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Are you Meet the Parents? Or was the original one? Was the first one and then Meet the Fockers?
Yeah.
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. Such a crazy movie. Yeah,
damn, that's a great movie, bro. We have to watch that.
Meet the Parents? Yeah, nah, that was definitely the shit. I didn't understand. Yeah, it was just mad different things that they did in that movie that it was weird just because of who was in that's what I'm saying, Kristen. You had fucking Laura London, you had Eddie Murphy, you had Julia Louis Dreyfus. You had these people who were intelligent people working on this movie. Like, why wasn't anyone like, yo, this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't feel like this is coming together like that good?
So what were your final thoughts?
Dude, they didn't even kiss in the fucking end of the movie.
Yo, the fact that they CGI kissed. Did you hear about that, Kristen?
Yeah.
That kiss is CGI, bro.
Well,
that tells you everything you need to know. So this movie was.
What? You're my boo. Like, it's so, like, he tried.
He did try. I'll give it to him.
He tried.
And I fuck with Jonah Hill too. So it was just a weird movie.
It just felt like it should have. We could have done without it.
Wait, more importantly, are you watching The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Did you watch the last episode?
Yeah.
That movie.
All spoilers right now.
Is fucking phenomenal.
Spoiler warning. Fast forward 100 seconds if you don't want to hear. But
what a journey.
Yes. And if you guys don't know, I'm currently
playing the game, right?
As I'm watching the show, so I'm probably about maybe an episode ahead in the game. What I've realized in the game, which is fun, they have maybe the start and the end of the episode, and in the middle of that, we're gonna change a couple, maybe 2 or 3 different things, and so that it don't matter if you play the game or not. You don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, because the things that they changed on that episode, last week's episode, had me on the edge of my fucking seat the whole fucking episode.
Oh yeah.
Like,
bro, when they were in that little kids playroom, that shit was so stressful. I was like, don't stop.
I want to beat the shit out of those kids.
See, and it's funny because that's a part of the game where you still see when you're playing is that's just the area where people were just held up. They were holed up, and they ended up just not making it, dude. Just because, bro, like, there's no real way to survive that shit unless you're keeping on the move. I
don't know that I would want to survive all that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Like, I would try my best, but
no, I'm definitely trying to stay alive. What the
for
fuck?
how long?
As long as
it's a hard one.
I don't want to die by zombies. Let me die by just by nature. Let it run its course on me. I'm not trying to get ripped.
I feel you.
Ripped apart.
I feel you.
I'm sorry.
Is that nature though? If it's just like a pour, if it's like because it seems like it's like natural.
Nah,
it seems like it's not.
Not if I'm turning into that.
No, like if you because you seen what happened to homie at the end of.
I'm not gonna go into the city to survive.
No, the dude who.
No, little homie got murked.
The dude who got his head ripped off by the bloater.
Dude, that was just crazy.
Remember that big ass one?
You're talking about, is that nature running its course if it rips my fucking head off? No, bro.
That's not nature running its course?
I'm not trying to die like that, bro.
My thing is, I would just not go to the city to do all that drama. Like, what do you think is going to happen in a highly populated place? Like, I could survive if I could just, like, stay on the outskirts, like, scraping by like a fucking New York City rat.
Yeah, in the woods, and yeah, that definitely seems like the way to move.
New York City rat.
I mean, that's what we all would be.
Not if you, like, fucking...
Oh, stop.
You had some
You're
crops.
talking... You're looking for scraps.
You're
looking for scraps to start to grow.
Hey, I'm trying to live like how homie was like 3 episodes ago.
Oh my God, what a beautiful episode.
Yeah, strawberries.
They were just wrestling around in the strawberries.
In the strawberries? Not on the strawberries.
Not on the strawberries. Oh shit.
That fence was hard, bro.
Dude, it was...
Murked everybody. He was dying. He said, the fence will kill him. I was like, nah, that's hard.
Oh man, yeah, nah. That's where I'm trying to set up shop at.
That was beautiful.
I'm trying to go kick it at homies.
Set up shop like over there.
Well, we have to be preparers then. Doomsday preppers.
Man.
Yeah, essentially, which is a hard thing to do because you got to be okay with most people thinking you're fucking crazy.
Yo, it's crazy because they're saying that California dropped in population like 500,000 in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. I don't know if that's from like the
that's
census.
true.
I mean, don't they have to like check on the residents, like the census? Don't they do that every year?
I didn't fill out this census. I've never filled out a census since I've lived here.
Me neither.
So like,
they came to my door once and was like, "How many people?" I was like, I'm not fucking...
You just like... Just
nobody lives here.
High key.
This is Airbnb.
I'm a ghost.
I'm going to get my gun.
You got about 5 seconds, buddy.
I mean, I think it's just that many people just stopped filling out the census.
The consensus is there is no census.
500,000 people just did not fill out the census this year. So we're going to assume they left.
Yeah, because that traffic is exactly the same.
Yeah, shit is not lessening at all. If anything, it feels like it's gotten worse.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
It's funny they would say that because it feels like there's more people out here in LA.
For real.
Than within the last 2 years.
I mean, the 405 and the 101 are just as busy as they ever have been, so...
I wonder if that's just them using the census, because if it is, then that's clearly not working. Maybe those niggas work from home.
That's you know how I'm dodging the traffic, though, is I'm trying to get one of these flying motorcycles that they're talking about.
I thought you were gonna say a weather balloon because I'm gonna say, watch out, nigga, gonna shoot you now.
No, I'm hopping on that. I'm hopping on the flying motorcycle and I'm flying right over the hills.
No.
I'm getting to work in 20 minutes.
Have I seen this?
No.
I posted in the chat.
Hold on.
They got a prototype, bro. It's a flying motorcycle. The bro, he takes off. He's flying around. 700,000 though. So
700 grand. I think that's worth it,
bro. My thing though is, you probably can't just fly this shit. Like, you probably can't just take off from your driveway and just like dip, you know?
And this is real. This is not real. This is real. This is not real. Oh yeah. Oh no. I guess this is real. Yeah. No. As far as what I've seen of this thing, you can. Granted, as long as you live in a clear area, you see how open the space is that he's riding in. We live around a bunch of electric lines and shit like that, So like, I feel like you're just not going to be able to just take off in the same way.
I mean, but like, do you think that you would be able to just fly this like over Santa Monica mountains? Like, I'm pretty sure they would like arrest you.
Oh, like legally?
Yeah.
I do wonder. Airspace wise, I feel like the U.S. government is very strict with that shit.
Like, you probably can't fly this near LAX.
I'm sure there's a reason why he's very close to the ground. Have you seen a video of him going crazy?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason why. Cause
that shit looks hard though.
I could see them thinking this is a weather balloon and shooting this the fuck out the sky.
It's really just a big drone.
It is a big drone.
Like a jet ski on a drone. That's what that looks like.
You essentially got, yeah. Oh, dude, the fusion. I'm sure that's what this fucking design was.
Yeah.
It was a jet ski drone. Yeah, no, honestly, it looks fun. I'm down for it. But
I would love to fly this, like...
I'm keeping that shit very close to the ground.
No, you guys, that's too dangerous.
I'm keeping that extremely close to the ground. Like, I might as well just be riding a bike type close to the ground. That's how close it's going to be to the ground.
Because if you fall off of that and you're going fast, you're really going to get fucked up.
There's no way. There's no way you're rolling with on that, dude.
If I'm flying up high, I would rather fly up high and have a parachute.
Oh my God.
So
and do what?
Did you see what happened to Kobe Bryant? And that man was a professional person.
It would have to be like a parachute that, like, if you fall off, it automatically pulls, like, you. Because I'm worried about, since you're riding the vehicle, I'd be worried about what would happen to me in an emergency if I'm up high. If I get thrown from it, I'm not going to have the wherewithal to pull my fucking chute. Will it even open correct? All that shit. That's what I'm worried about. Because I'm technically on a air motorcycle.
Like
a flying motorcycle. Which it sounds just
what
as...
What if fog comes out of nowhere?
Just as, if not more dangerous than a regular motorcycle. Because regular motorcycles are fucking... I can't even fucking ride a regular motorcycle.
So would you not get in a helicopter? Because why would you crash, bro? There's nothing in the sky.
I feel you. But
you're just going up and...
Signs, trees.
No, I'm worried about, like, wind and shit.
Random fog.
That's
random
what I worry
rain.
About. Like wind and like air pressure and shit, right? What
if you're harnessed in, like, you're locked into that shit?
What if it breaks down?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room for error.
I
like with a car, you'll be all right.
I'm sure there's some sort of safety mechanism but at the same time,
you think a strong wind would fuck?
What if a bird got sucked up into its hole, like, or its fan or whatever was working?
I can see that happening easily.
Then what?
I can see that happening.
And that's why women's insurance costs less than men's does, because men,
it might not be able
historically
to fly into the vortex of, because those are strong ass propellers.
Hey, all I know is I'll try it. For sure, but when I start off with that shit, I'm gonna pretty much be like couple inches off the ground.
That shit would probably be so expensive to even try.
Oh, for sure. Well, I wonder if it's probably gas powered. It's probably gas powered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you think about the people saying that Ye might come back to Adidas.
I mean,
who's saying this?
Yeah, where is this information coming from?
Because I heard you say that, but I'm like, where's it
I've seen a couple people talking about it on some respectable sneaker Instagrams, social media outlets.
I wouldn't doubt it though, to be honest with you.
Well, they have a bunch of Yeezy stock that they can't get rid of.
Being down 100 or being down $1.5 billion for getting rid of a partnership, that's wild. Like, they have to face that.
And having the inventory from that said partnership that you can't get rid of right now.
But do you think people really are going to accept Kanye back after like the last? I think that was like it. I think he's. You
think he's done?
I think he lost his place that was cemented. I think they're like breaking it down.
I don't think he's done. Like, I think he can come back and make things right and all that, but I just don't think enough time has gone by.
Yeah, like we need time, and even if it's not time, it's conversation. Like, he needs to come and like have an awakening to the people.
Rihanna performing All of the Lights is proof that Kanye it's really
not only that, but run this town.
It is really hard to cancel this nigga. Really hard. This nigga has made cemented classics in our mind that are probably tied to something maybe special in your life.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it is incredibly hard to cancel this nigga to a degree that low-key, I love Rihanna's show, but if Kanye did this halftime show, that's like MJ status. If Kanye did a halftime show,
it would really probably just look like another Ye show. It wouldn't be a halftime show.
It would be almost, I can see him doing a Donda show at that shit.
Exactly. It would turn into some Donda shit.
It would. There's no way the NFL would ever
do that shit.
Never.
Do you think if there was no beef,
if Kanye was like just another artist, you know, just in his creative bag, yeah, I can see it coming together.
Did Jay-Z do Super Bowl?
No. But he's the one who puts it together. He works for that part of the NFL. He's like part of their like entertainment or whatever.
The stage design was fucking sick.
That shit was fire. You see the girl who almost fell?
Yeah.
For people who don't know, we're talking about the halftime show.
Wait, are we officially talking about the halftime show?
Officially talk. Let's talk about. Let's get into it. Rihanna, halftime show, Super Bowl 57, I think. What do you guys think?
I have no idea.
Super Bowl.
57. What do I think of it?
Yeah.
A stan. Perfect.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Not better than Beyonce though.
I just would like to also say that I'm really anti comparing Rihanna to Beyonce, because the beauty of Beyonce is that she is herself, and the beauty of Rihanna is that she is herself.
Better than The Weeknd?
And I am not I'm just not going to sit here and compare everybody, because that's not what it is. That's like fair. For me, like Rihanna gave me what I expect from Rihanna. Like, this is why I love her, because she has an attitude, and she ain't up there doing all this and doing all that, but also
she's pregnant also.
Okay, first of all, she's pregnant performing at the Super Bowl on a fucking, we had a pregnant billionaire, literally, who, oh my God.
Some might say because she was pregnant and she knew she wasn't going to be able to go as hard as she probably wanted to, she should have put in a phone call, and maybe, me personally, after I think about it, she could have at least had Wyclef Jean come out for
I think that was the coolest thing though.
Maria.
She didn't bring anyone out.
Yeah.
No, of course, that's what everyone's gonna say. But you know, there's very few Super Bowls where someone didn't have a surprise for you. I think that's what it is.
I just think she played banger after banger. She was giving you vocals. She was giving you looks.
Definitely giving you vocals. Definitely giving you.
She was giving you stare down.
For someone that's not a Beyonce fan, if I saw that performance, I would feel underwhelmed, because I was like, if I didn't know who Beyonce was, or not Beyonce, sorry, Rihanna. If
you didn't know who Rihanna was, and you saw that, you would be a little underwhelmed.
I would just be like, but she was pregnant.
She was pregnant, so that's I think that's I think that's what most people are, gonna bring up for the most part, as far as like shooting her any level of bail.
It is crazy that she did that shit pregnant.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a little risque. I don't know that.
She's a literal billionaire performing for us. We're lucky.
Yeah,
and also I heard a hot take saying that that she performs how Jay-Z does, and that it's interesting how we, like, as society, we expect Rihanna, a woman, to fucking do all this Beyonce style dancing, but yet we accept the bare minimum for men that go up there and perform and are just like hitting a two-step.
I would say that Jay-Z's performance is probably pretty fucking boring too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but like we would never.
Unless you're just like,
but he would get up there. We wouldn't shade him. We'd be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
I don't know.
If
I saw him just like doing this, I'd be like, "Yo, that shit was boring."
But I've never seen Rihanna live, but I've never heard Rihanna's live show be like, "Oh my god, Rihanna is just like."
Some people aren't the strongest performers. Like Beyonce's more of a performer.
She is definitely a performer. She's been doing it for a while.
Choreographing shit, like, I would say there's definitely artists that just don't have a strong emphasis on dance.
Have you seen?
But Rihanna's choreography for her dancers, like Paris Goebel was going crazy. Had those dancers insane.
I thought the backup dancers
amazing,
were really cool. Like I said, the whole set design itself was super cool.
Right.
I might have felt the type of way my significant other on stage, pregnant, on that.
Who insured this? Like
that on that thing. I might have.
What is
I'm
that
not
called?
gonna
Like
lie.
a riser?
Yeah, whatever it is, the floating stage. I might have not been okay with that. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been a lot for me. You on some shit like that, pregnant? Because she's she has to be like 4 or 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because she was showing, like, I might have felt a type of way, like, you on that shit. Because they got to set it up mad fast. It's a Super Bowl. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I guess you do so many tries, and they have like engineers who are making sure that this is not just like all
I wouldn't have been able to pay attention to this fucking show until you got off of that thing. Until you got down, I'd have been like, all right, cool. But no, I think the show was. I think it was cool. It was cool. I think she knew people were going to be surprised with her pregnancy, so she probably didn't feel the need to bring out anybody. I think most people were, just in general, not necessarily expecting someone, but just in general, usually the Super Bowl performance has some surprise in it.
Did you like the game?
The game itself was cool. It was close. Did you guys watch the game?
Yeah.
It was close.
We were at someone's house, so it was like a combination of watching it and like playing pool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I saw some of the commercials. The one for Tubi was fucking.
That was the best one anyone is gonna ever fucking talk about.
Yeah, they trolled everybody. I'm
just wondering who got yelled at, because some kids got fucking yelled at.
I was like, wait, why are you putting on Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Some kids got yelled at, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Some fucking kids got probably yelled at.
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? Tubi, yeah, that shit was
beating their kid.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
That's the only commercial I really remember. Other than that, but I mean,
Jennifer Coolidge. I was happy to see her on a commercial.
Trying to hold commercials to that standard of commercial standard back in the day when I watched TV. I don't even watch fucking TV anymore.
People don't even know how to make commercials.
That's what I mean. That commercial departments must be barren at most companies nowadays, because they're just using like digital marketing in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, because we got streaming now.
Yeah.
You don't need commercials.
Commercials and shit like that. Like, so it's just like, yeah, to make a funny commercial. I wasn't even really paying. Were you guys like really paying attention to the commercials? It sounds like y'all were busy playing pool or just.
I mean, I've watched a few. I watched one about dogs, like the dog that grew up with the woman and then she gets married and stuff.
Oh, that was touching as fuck.
I don't remember that one.
Where she was like laying with her puppy and then it shows like the whole life of that.
But see, just in general, did y'all catch it, or were y'all? Because I remember it was like you watching the game, the commercials come on and you're watching the commercials.
What was the one where his photos of like all the violence and everything? Do you remember that?
What?
It was like just a bunch of photos of like.
Oh, it was like people. For Jesus. It was a Jesus ad.
Oh, it was a Jesus ad. Yeah.
Put the us in Jesus.
That shit was fire. The Jesus ad.
Really?
I don't know.
You
watch Superbowl Jesus ad, bro. That shit was hard, bro. Nah, shout out Jesus one time.
Nah,
they should have used all that money that they put into getting a Super Bowl spot commercial to like actually helping people,
yeah,
instead of rebranding.
Maybe they got
Jesus.
a discount.
Yo, that Jesus promo, they had that at Jesus for Instagram.
They featured Jesus' Instagram on that.
That would be hard though. I do want to see this Air movie though, the story about Nike.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Did they show who plays Jordan in there? In the commercial?
No, who do you think it's gonna be?
That's what I was trying to see.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, if it was Michael B. Jordan, I'm done. I'm turning
it off.
We have failed as a culture. There's no other black man. It better not be Michael B. Jordan or Samuel Jackson. I'm gonna be pissed if it's either of them. Who is playing Jordan? It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty good. It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Really? Even on like the IMDb or anything?
Not yet.
What? Maybe they haven't casted him.
Actor has not been. Wait, no. How old is this shit? Oh, it's 12 hours ago. An actor has not been cast in the role of Michael Jordan for Air. Rather, has served as a larger-than-life unseen figure whose name provides the wow. So they're not even gonna show him.
That means I will not be watching that show. They didn't want to do that because they knew people weren't going to watch that shit. They want to probably dangle it over our fucking heads until we...
I'd rather them not show him because wouldn't want to see who they pick for Jordan. I feel like Michael Jordan should play Jordan. High key.
Well, then...
Play himself.
Oh, yeah, but what if...
Let's just deep fake him. Fuck it.
What if... Do you seen that, though? What if you seen it was like Michael Jordan would be playing Michael Jordan?
Jordan as Jordan in the new movie Air Jordan.
It looked like an interesting storyline, but at the same time, it is a storyline that we are all, at least me and UT, are pretty familiar with.
I just want to see them talk about the AJ one. I think it's gonna.
It'll be cool.
Sneakerheads, we got to see that shit.
The only thing I do wonder, because they're not going to show him it. There's a lot of work he puts in those shoes. Are they just not going to show any of him playing basketball or any of that shit?
I hope they talk about how he didn't like that shit.
He hated that shoe.
Yeah.
This nigga didn't know what he was talking about.
But yeah, that looks good. In TV, I think that's about it.
Really? You guys aren't. You guys are kind of Marvel heads. The new Ant-Man comes out this week.
We're not catching that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
That's surprising.
Well, you guys got Disney Plus.
We do. I should cancel that shit.
Yeah. When you can't, I'll believe that you're not going to watch the new Ant-Man. And you were just telling me last week, let's not jinx it because you broke your laptop to it, but you have a movie pass. This is a brand new movie in theaters that you should use your movie pass to go see.
Oh, yeah. In other news... Shout out Pharrell, man. Congrats on taking over.
Did they make it? Did they say it's official? I keep seeing like...
I thought that was, I thought it was already official.
I see some postings. I haven't seen... Did Louis Vuitton release anything yet? Let me go see. That's what I was wondering. If Louis Vuitton.
Forbes.
I
feel like that's... I think that's good enough.
Yeah, they did. Louis Vuitton released something. Okay. They mentioned it. And
menswear creative director. That's pretty cool.
Shout out Pharrell.
I'm excited to see what he comes up with.
But one thing I did notice or did think about prior to Pharrell getting involved when Virgil was still working with Louis, I think, or at least I felt like, was the real bridge between Louis Vuitton and Nike. And now he's no longer, with us. And Pharrell's in that position. Do we see Louis Vuitton with Adidas?
Is Pharrell with Adidas?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What am I saying? What? Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was like, well, one of the main, because I'm not worried about, I feel like Pharrell is a fashionable dude. I feel like he'll put together, good stuff for Louis. At least I hope so. I feel like he's done work with him before, back when Marc Jacobs was originally.
That would be in Adidas. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I can see it.
I can see it as well, but
they could do a cool ass superstar. Louis Vuitton superstar would be hard.
Yeah,
the show would be hard.
I mean, yeah.
Louis Vuitton monogram on the stripes.
On the stripes.
Come on, man. Some leather. Some nice.
I feel like just in general, like also the shoes that Pharrell does with Adidas, the like human races and shit.
The human races.
Yeah.
LV human race could go crazy.
I feel like someone's already just making just a custom pair of those right now. Just after this news.
They're like, oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
No, but congrats.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Another Williams got the same last name.
Yeah. Hook us up, because we can't afford any of that shit.
We might be related to him. I need to check.
Yeah, hook us up, bro. For real.
Distant cousin.
Yeah.
I think it's cap, bro, but I need to look into this head transplant thing.
Well, the news story is, I couldn't tell. For people who don't know, T sent me a video in the chat of a human head transplant happening.
I don't see any recent articles about this, bro.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's one of those AI things at work making fake shit. That's what we got to be aware of now. After we had Drake rap on an episode.
You think people, imagine fake news made by AI.
Bro, it's something that's real.
Is it real?
You didn't see that conversation that they made with Joe Rogan and some other dude about this like male testosterone pill? And if you listen to it, it sounds like legit Joe Rogan's just endorsing this male testosterone pill you take and it makes your junk bigger. And he's talking with this other dude who's like a scientist and it sounds like a legit, if you've ever listened to Joe Rogan's podcast, sounds 100% legit, the conversation. And the dude who's having the conversation with you, he had to come out and say, he's like, yo, this conversation never happened. Because people were like, yo, what are you endorsing? And he was like, yo, this conversation is not even real.
That's so crazy.
It's fucking crazy, dude. That's what I'm wondering, if this is like, it's just something that we're just going to be coming across regularly. It's just media now that is just created by AI. I want to create a head transplant video. And
they said that the chat GBT passed a coding interview for like a engineer job for like almost $200,000.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to watch it, I highly recommend. Let me not say highly recommend. I do recommend you watch this movie on.
Did Kristen watch it?
I think she knocked out, but I stayed up and I watched it, bro. And
I watched most of it.
What movie was this?
Moonfall.
Oh, Moonfall. You didn't like it? Did you pass out?
I fell asleep.
You saw that shit?
Yeah, I saw it.
Bro, when they're talking about the AI and the human civilization, I was like, nah, this is hitting right.
It was the artwork that got me. The artwork for the movie, it was pretty good. Like the
movie was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It was a cool concept.
That really flew under the radar last year.
Yeah, it did.
I was like, 2022? What the fuck?
Well, also, it had ended up just on streaming dumb fast. Like,
yeah, high key.
Like I seen that's been on the stream for a while.
And it had that one dude in it. He's a pretty big actor.
I know what you're talking about.
I like him.
Nah, I didn't. I did like the Moonfall. I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to just in general the movies, anything coming out this year that's sci-fi related. Cause I don't know, I just enjoy those movies a lot. I'm hoping there's gonna be some boundary pushing shit coming out this year. Some crazy ass fucking, maybe like something like Moonfall. I'm trying to think what came out last year.
There's gonna be some good movies. We just gotta.
Oh, Halle was in it too. That's right.
Yeah, bro, it was a good movie.
I totally forgot Halle was in that shit.
I think that's about it for this episode, y'all. I mean, hopefully we're back on regular schedule.
We should be.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, this episode was released on regular schedule.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah. So
I'm really about to export this pod, man. No
20
problems.
minutes.
And when I stand up, I'm gonna move the mic away. Smooth.
Oh, and shout out LeBron for breaking that record.
Yes.
Hey.
LeBron. Shout out LeBron one time.
Thank you guys for hanging out for a brand new episode or another episode of the EOD podcast. It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy T Will.
T Will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Hey.
Yeah, thank
About
ya.
to sleep so good tonight.
I know, for real.
About to eat some chicken noodle soup. Go to sleep.
Like to do the dance. Do you know the dance? Kristen knows the dance.
Let it rain, clear it up, man.
That is with a soda on the side.
What's the chicken noodle soup? How does that look?
Chicken noodle soup.
Later, y'all. With a soda on the side.
Yeah.